Exploring fascinating facts about animal hearts. Zebrafish hearts can regenerate. When a zebrafish's heart is damaged, it can immediately begin regenerating a new one. Research shows that zebrafish can regenerate up to 20% of destroyed heart muscle in just 2 months. Moreover, the heart of this fish has only one atrium and one ventricle, along with 2 structures completely different from the human heart. Earthworms use pseudo-hearts. In fact, earthworms don't have a heart, but they possess 5 structures called pseudo-hearts surrounding the esophagus. These pseudo-hearts do not pump blood like a real heart, but simply contract blood vessels to help circulate blood. Earthworms also absorb oxygen only through their moist skin. Now let's find out what other amazing things the hearts of animals can do. What color is an octopus heart? Marine mollusks, such as octopuses, squids, and starfish, have 3 hearts. 2 auxiliary hearts help circulate blood to the gills, while the main heart regulates blood flow through arteries to nourish the body. By the way, the blood of these animals is blue because their blood cells contain a high amount of copper. How big is a whale heart? A whale's heart is about the size of a small car and can weigh several hundred kilograms. It has 4 chambers, which are responsible for pumping oxygen throughout a body as massive as 2 buses. Moreover, the walls of the whale's main arteries are as thick as the length of an iPhone 6 Plus. What kind of a frog heart? Frogs don't just take in oxygen through their lungs, but also through their skin. That's why their hearts work in a special way. Blood cells enter the right atrium, then go to the ventricle, and from there to the lungs and skin to absorb oxygen. The oxygen-rich blood then returns to the left atrium, goes to the ventricle, and is sent to nourish the body's organs. Unlike the hearts of humans, most mammals and birds, a frog's heart has only 3 chambers, 2 atria, and 1 ventricle. Do giraffes have extra hearts? Not really, but their hearts are definitely stronger than ours. A human heart weighs about 0.3 kilograms, but a giraffe's heart can weigh up to 12 kilograms. This is because this animal needs a powerful pump to send blood up its long neck. How many times does a heart need to beat? The human heart typically beats about 72 times per minute, but during the same time, the heart of a hibernating American marmot beats only 5 times, while the heart of a hummingbird can beat 1,260 times per minute during flight. What is cardiac arrest? Cardiac arrest is when the heart stops beating altogether. This can be caused by a number of factors, including a heart attack or severe arrhythmia. If cardiac arrest is not treated immediately, it can lead to death within minutes. How is cardiac arrest different from a heart attack? A heart attack occurs when blood flow to a part of the heart muscle is blocked, usually by a buildup of fat or cholesterol in the coronary arteries. This can cause damage to the heart muscle and lead to chest pain, shortness of breath, and other symptoms. However, a heart attack does not necessarily result in cardiac arrest. How is cardiac arrest treated? If someone goes into cardiac arrest, it is crucial to act quickly. The first step is to begin chest compressions, which can help to circulate blood and oxygen to the vital organs. In addition, an automated external defibrillator, or AED, can be used to deliver an electric shock to the heart to restore a normal heartbeat. What is the mortality rate for cardiac arrest? According to the American Heart Association, only about 10% of people who experience cardiac arrest outside of a hospital survive. However, if defibrillation is performed within the first few minutes, the chances of survival increase to about 50%. Is it possible to reduce the risk of cardiac arrest? Yes, there are several things that can be done to lower the risk of cardiac arrest. These include maintaining a healthy lifestyle, getting regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, managing stress, and getting enough sleep. Additionally, people who have risk factors for heart disease, such as high blood pressure or diabetes, should work closely with their doctor to control these conditions. Can a person feel a heart attack coming? Sometimes people may experience warning signs or symptoms before having a heart attack. These can include chest discomfort, shortness of breath, nausea, lightheadedness, and pain in the upper back or jaw. However, it's important to note that some people may not experience any warning signs at all. What should you do if you suspect you or someone else is having a heart attack? If you suspect you or someone else is having a heart attack, it's important to act quickly. You should call emergency services immediately and get to the hospital as fast as possible. Even if the symptoms go away, it's still important to seek medical attention. Why is it important to know the warning signs of a heart attack? It's important to know the warning signs of a heart attack because early detection and treatment can significantly improve outcomes. If you recognize the signs and symptoms of a heart attack and seek medical attention promptly, you may be able to prevent further damage to your heart and reduce your risk of complications such as cardiac arrest. Can a broken heart be fatal? While it may sound like something out of fiction, it is possible for a broken heart to be fatal. In extremely rare cases, a sudden and intense emotional stress, such as the death of a loved one, can trigger a broken heart syndrome, also known as stress cardiomyopathy. This condition can cause temporary but potentially life-threatening damage to the heart muscle. Symptoms include chest pain, shortness of breath, and irregular heartbeat. It's important to seek medical attention if you or someone you know is experiencing these symptoms following a period of intense emotional distress. With prompt treatment, most people with broken heart syndrome recover fully, but the condition can be fatal if left untreated. What is the smallest heart in the world? The pygmy blue whale has the smallest heart of any whale species. Despite its relatively small size compared to other whales, the pygmy blue whale's heart is still massive, weighing around 9 kilograms and measuring about 45 centimeters in diameter. This is in stark contrast to the gigantic heart of the sperm whale, the largest toothed whale species, which can weigh over 800 kilograms. What is the fastest heart in the world? The hummingbird has the fastest heart of any animal, with its heart rate reaching up to 1,260 beats per minute during periods of high activity such as flight. This incredible heart rate is made possible by the bird's small body size and high metabolism, which allows for quick bursts of energy. Which animals have two hearts? Certain species of bivalve mollusks, such as scallops and clams, possess two hearts. One heart is located near the hinge of the shell and serves to pump blood through the gills, while the other heart circulates blood throughout the rest of the body. Some reptiles, such as turtles and crocodiles, also have two hearts, although they typically have a single ventricle that receives blood from both atria. Which animals have four hearts? The common earthworm has 5 pairs of hearts located near the anterior end of its body. Each heart is a simple muscular sac that contracts rhythmically to pump blood throughout the worm's body. Although not all animals with 4 hearts are segmented worms, this characteristic feature is shared by various species across different phyla. Do male and female hearts differ? Studies have shown that there are subtle differences between the hearts of males and females, particularly in terms of size and function. On average, women tend to have smaller hearts than men, but the difference is more pronounced in athletes who engage in regular, vigorous physical activity. Additionally, female hormones such as estrogen may play a role in the development of heart disease. For example, postmenopausal women who experience a decrease in estrogen levels are at increased risk of developing heart disease. What is a heart attack? A heart attack, also known as a myocardial infarction, occurs when the blood flow to a portion of the heart muscle is obstructed, resulting in the death of heart tissue. The blockage is commonly caused by a buildup of fat, cholesterol, or other substances in the coronary arteries, which supply blood to the heart muscle. Heart attacks can cause chest pain, shortness of breath, sweating, and other symptoms. And prompt medical attention is necessary to minimize damage to the heart muscle and prevent complications such as cardiac arrest. What is atrial fibrillation? Atrial fibrillation is a type of arrhythmia, or abnormal heart rhythm, in which the upper chambers of the heart, known as the atria, beat in a rapid and irregular fashion. This can lead to an inefficient pumping action of the heart and a higher risk of stroke and other cardiovascular complications. Atrial fibrillation is often associated with aging, high blood pressure, and other risk factors for heart disease. Treatment options include medications to control the heart rate and restore a normal rhythm, as well as procedures such as cardioversion or catheter ablation. So, do you think our heart can surprise us? Comment below. Thank you. See you later. Bye.